Guilty Gear Strive is finally out on the Nintendo Switch, and we're going to be going through what it looks and what it plays like on the Switch, and you're going to find out whether or not this game actually made my Nintendo Switch explode. But first, the like button is feeling kinda lonely and would like some attention, so be a dear and hit that real quick. I also got a link to my Discord, so make sure to check that out. Believe it or not, back when this game was first revealed a few months ago, people actually thought the Nintendo Switch couldn't handle it. People thought that it was going to be another Mortal Kombat 1 situation all over again. So were they right or were they wrong? Was it too late? I don't really know, and at $60 are they asking too much? I guess these are questions for you to decide, but in my opinion, the one thing to keep in mind is that with the Nintendo Switch Edition, you do get the entire currently available roster without having to pay for any additional DLC. So that means that Seasons 1, 2, and 3 are totally free. We also have the first character of Season 4 totally for free, Queen Dizzy. However, if the rest of the Season 4 characters are going to be free, that I do not know. I'm inclined to believe that probably not, but now let's just get into the game. We're going to start by seeing how the Nintendo Switch Edition compares to the PlayStation 4 Edition. Let's start it off by launching the game in both versions and seeing how long it takes to get to the main menu. Okay, you know what, I'm just gonna speed it up by 600% just for the sake of brevity, and it looks like the Nintendo Switch Edition surprisingly takes just as long to launch as the PS4 version, if you can believe that, so that's pretty good. I thought it was gonna take considerably longer. Now let's move on to what a lot of people thought was gonna be a big problem in this version of the game, and that is the graphics, how the game looks. Mortal Kombat 1 left such a bad taste in people's mouths when we're talking about the Switch version specifically. So much so that a lot of people just did not have any hope for Guilty Gear Strive. But you know what? I knew that the Nintendo Switch could handle it because, well, it was a 2.5D fighting game, and the Switch has a lot of those already, most notably Dragon Ball FighterZ and DNF Duel, which both run very, very well on the system. As you can see in this PS4 and Switch comparison, the Nintendo Switch version of Guilty Gear Strive is able to hold up incredibly well visually. And while it did lose some detail in certain areas, like the black outlines in certain parts of certain characters, you can see it pretty clearly in this comparison of Giovanna's dog, and even Giovanna herself. But these little changes in the detail do little to detract from what is otherwise a very good looking game, even on the Switch. Some stages also lose a little bit of fidelity, but that's a small price to pay to have a game like this in the palm of your hands. Visually speaking, you would be very hard pressed to even tell that there's any difference at all unless you have them side by side like this, so kudos to the devs for being able to pull this off. It looks really, really good. Another little thing that I thought was cool was when you're in training mode and you go to the command list to see your character's moves, on the right side of the screen there's a little preview video of your character doing the move. That might seem pretty standard to you, but things like that are usually left out of the Switch versions of games like this, so I just thought that it was pretty cool that they were able to leave it in. Now for the most important part of a competitive online fighting game, how does the online work? Well, for starters, in case you're wondering, this game does have rollback netcode, so that already is a major plus. The game just came out, so the West Coast lobby where I'm at, it was pretty empty when I tried playing. The East Coast lobby has some more people in it, but I ended up just going to quick match right here, and I was able to get a match relatively quickly. I can say the game online performs very, very well. Just by the fact that it has rollback netcode, it's already way better than Dragon Ball FighterZ, at least in that department. As expected, there are resolution drops. I'm sure you noticed that big resolution drop when the eagle was flying out of the window, but that's no big deal to me. In this match, the online felt the way that rollback is supposed to feel. It feels like you're playing offline, so that is perfect. I'm the Kai Kisuke player here, and I have zero experience in this game pretty much. I haven't played it online since 2022, I think, and I never played Kai before, so I'm surprised I won, but if you notice up top, it was over 200 MS this match, and it still felt really good, surprisingly. So I do gotta say, the developers really hit a home run with this port. It's very good. I have not tried everything yet, and the story mode is really just a very long cutscene with no gameplay, so I would assume it's the same as the PS4 version, but at a lower resolution. All in all, if you're a Guilty Gear Strive fan and you want a portable option, I really don't see how you can go wrong with this version of the game. I highly recommend it, and when I get a few days off work, I'm going to take a character into training mode and get some good practice in. One of the reasons I dropped it last time was that everything just felt so stiff, so if you guys have any recommendations for characters that I would like, drop them down below. Right now I'm kind of looking at Kai Kisuke. Maybe I'll give Giovanna another shot. Baiken looks like another good option, maybe, I'm not really sure. Elfelt, she looks kind of cool, so I'm gonna try her. I prefer a rush down all around sort of character. If Jam was in the game, I know that I would love her, but for some reason they just don't seem to give a damn about her. But in any case, that's gonna be it for this video. I'm gonna keep bringing you more combo videos, online matches, and video game news. I'm SwitchPlayed. Done.